Hello everyone. So here I am going to explain you how we can write a code for write and read system calls. So let's understand first write system call. So this is the basic code guys which I have written for write system call. So here I am going to use one integer fd. Just going to delete this two integers. Okay, now we have main function. In main function I have just used this random number generation. So how you can generate the random number in C? So this is very simple code to generate the random number, and then I am converting that random number value into the putting that random number into the buff1. So you may already know the printf function used to convert any data types into the string. So this random number is going to store into the string buff1, and then I have one fd is integer, and then here I am using open system call. In open system call you have to provide these two operations, and one is the file which you want to write, and the second is the operation mode. So I am opening this file into the read write mode. So there are a couple of mode guys, and also you can use pipe to change the permission of your files. So many things you can control here, but I'm going to make it simple. So here I'm going to open one file which is open.txt, and in the write system call we have three arguments. One is the file descriptor. So file descriptor already we have assigned this open.txt. Then buff1. So here guys we have stored this random number into the buffer1, which is going to store into the buff1, and the string length. So whatever will be the string length of this code which will store into the buff1. And guys, whenever you open the file you have to close also whenever you are done with your operation, whether it is write or read. So I am going to close this file operation. So let's try to run this code. gcc write.c -o write. Okay, there is one warning. So guys, let me just read the file content. Okay guys, so there is no open.txt. So first you need to create the open.txt file using touch command. Now again you have to run the code. So this was the file name. Let's run the code. So guys, I have received random number 84. Let's try to read the file content. Here you can see we are receiving 84. Okay, similarly guys, let's try to understand the read system call. So this is how you can write any data into the files using write system call. In the read system call guys, here I have again integer fd1, and in the fd1 again I am opening the file as I opened into the write example. So here guys, instead of write, we need to use read system call. In the read system call also the first argument is your file descriptor, and second is your buffer which you are going to read, and third one is the length of your buffer. Then here guys I am printing because it's a string, so I will have to use %s and the buffer value. Then sleep 1, close fd1 and return 0. So let's try to run this code also. So you can see guys, we are receiving here the 84. Now let's try to combine this code. Okay, and this will give more clarity. So in this program I have combined both read and write system calls. So I have written two functions. One is the function write, second one is the function read, and I have two integer fd and fd1 and two buffer1, buffer2. In this function I am just going to call in while one function write and read, and in this function write I am using srand function which is going to generate the random number, and then with the 1 second of delay. And here I am going to open the txt file in the read write mode and going to write all the data into the buffer1. So all the data of buffer1 into the fd and close the fd. In the read function I am going to use this again open this file, and in this file I have used this read function. Read function, we have again three parameters: the file descriptor, the open.txt, and then buffer2, where I'm going to store the value which I'm going to read from the open.txt and the length of that buffer. Then printing the value whatever I am reading from the open.txt, and there is 1 second of delay. Close the everything and return 0. Let's try to run this code. See guys, so we are receiving the print like writing random number 6, reading random function 64, 77, 52, 44, 44, 95. So this is how the read and write system calls works. Thanks for watching this video guys.